Conditional statements and operators are the core logic processors in any language. This lesson will examine some common conditionals and how they can be implemented within ActionScript. So before we get into any code, I just want to reference the ActionScript 3.0 reference for the Adobe Flash platform. And this can be found off of help.adobe.com, and you just do a search for the Flash platform. And you can actually specify runtimes that you want to target through here and various products. So this page that I have open here is the page on operators. So we have arithmetic operators such as addition and subtraction, multiplication, and division. We also have increment and decrement, and more advanced operators like modulo, and some of these compound assignment operators. And you can scroll down here and see that there are quite a number of operators here. So here we have these comparison operators, and here is equality. So two equal signs tests equality. So if you want to see if some variable is equal to some value, this is what you would use. And you can go through here and see that there are many, many different types of operators in ActionScript. What we're mostly concerned of right here is testing for conditional operators. So let's go through this code. I'm importing flash.display.sprite, and the reason we import that is because our class here extends sprite. We're also importing flash.events.keyboardEvent. And the reason we're doing that is because within our constructor function here, we're assigning an event listener to the stage, so stage.addEventListener, and we're assigning an event of type keyboardEvent.keyDown. So what this will do is every time the user presses a key down on their keyboard, it's going to fire off an event. When that event gets fired, this is the actual function that's going to be invoked. And we can see that function written directly below here. So it's a private function, key pressed, and it's taking in an event of type keyboard event and returning void. So here's the part where we're checking for something. This is the conditional operator. So we're checking if the key code property that comes back on that event, if it's equal to 65, in that case, we've pressed the A key, and we're just going to trace out a little statement here that says, you've pressed the A key. So how do we know that 65 is equal to A? Well, we can do another trace up here, and we can simply trace for E.keycode. And let's concatenate that with the word pressed. So this will let us know each time that we press a key, which key was actually pressed. All right, so let's debug this. And here it is running. So if I press a variety of keys here, we can see in the output window down here that indeed it is letting us know all of the different keys that have been pressed. If I do press the A key, since we're specifically listening for that, we can see that not only is our trace up here on line 12 fired to tell us that 65 has been pressed, but that also gets caught by our little conditional operator here. And this line also gets executed in that case. So it spits out, you press the A key. So this is useful when you're doing things like movement within a game, if you're only testing for certain arrow keys and so forth, or if you're testing for a combination of keys. Perhaps you want to know when someone is holding down Control and hitting a certain button. So there are many uses for this. This is just one example of how to go about using these operators within ActionScript.